Welcome to Hope and Firm Foundations, where we have Christ centered, heart to heart conversations about healthy relationships. And as always, to God be the glory. So, how friendships look like can vary from person to person. However, I do argue that characteristics of a healthy, solid friendships are universal. And I'm just going to share some signs that you might be in a very healthy friendship. So, the first one is the friendship is reciprocal. Reciprocity is my favorite word because it reminds me if I'm in a relationship where it's well balanced, or if I'm pouring from a cup and I'm just over here filling other people's cup while mine's running out. To me, if I'm pouring into you and nothing's coming back to me, and we're in a friendship, or I think we're in a friendship, it's not a healthy friendship for me. Signs of a healthy relationship is obviously it's reciprocal. You also benefit from having this person in your life. They express that they value you, and you also express the same thing, and both of your actions match. The second sign that you are in a very healthy friendship is that you're allowed to grow as a person, and you're allowed to explore other options without your friend getting mad. Things that matter to you, even if they start changing and start evolving, it's not a problem. Third thing is you obviously feel respected, heard, valued, and supported. So the next one is being able to address and move on from disagreements. A lot of people define their friendships by the good times that they have. I personally define my friendships as how do we agree to disagree, because as much as you guys are friends, you're not always going to agree on the same thing, and your values should align, but your opinions probably are not always going to align. How do we get to a place where we have different opinions, but we're like, hey, it's not that deep. You're obviously not going to change your mind. I'm not going to change my mind. So let's move on. That's healthy. The next one is being able to take space away from your friend without it jeopardizing the friendship. That one is really big because as much as you might like your friend, you might want to be around your friend, not everyone wants to be around someone every day. Some people, after a while of being around their friends, although they love them, they enjoy them, their social battery runs low. This is a space where your friend's allowed to take space, but still know that, you're still solid, and you know that your friend's taking space, not because of you, but because they need whatever, and you're still able to be committed to that friendship and still be respectful of whatever that boundary looks like for them. And I believe that is very healthy and very mature.
But what do we do if someone is taking too much space?
If someone's taking space away from you, and let's say they didn't communicate why, but you've observed it, feel free to be like, hey, I've noticed that I haven't really been hearing from you. Is everything okay? And if you try to engage them in that conversation and nothing's really changing, they're not being clear, and they're still taking space, you're not still hearing from them, that does get really hard, right? But I would recommend having very clear conversation and be like, hey, I'm observing something's different between us. Did I do something that have upsetted you? Is everything okay? And if they're still saying they're okay and they're taking a step and no clarity's coming, take a step back. Try not to overthink. Try not to call them fake. Try not to overreact, but understand that this person just probably needs that space. And my hope is that clarity does come, but if it never comes and this person doesn't hit you up and you feel like you're pouring more than you're getting out of it, then we're no longer in that healthy territory of that friendship. The next one is fun and laughter. I personally put this one because I believe friendships should have happy moments. If I cannot laugh with you, I can't be your friend, because life is already too heavy. It's already too miserable. I want to be happy. And if I can't be happy with you, we can't be friends. I'm sorry. So I want to leave a list of questions that, if you're interested, you can reflect on regarding friendships, and I'm just going to start reading them. So the first thing I would ask is, what are the qualities you look for in a good friend? Number 2, when does an acquaintance become a friend? Especially if you're listening to this video and you're deciding how you're gonna categorize your friends, where do you want which friend to go? These are the questions I want you to reflect on. Next is 3, do your friendships typically develop very quickly or slowly? And why is this? If you are one of those people that like your friendships to move at a fast pace, why? And if you like them moving at a slow pace, also ask yourself why, right? Just to get a better understanding of just what is your friendship style. So the next one is, what are some of the difficulties with becoming friends with someone you don't know very well? And I know for me, like, I don't trust very easily, so it's often difficult for me to become friends with people. I'm a slow burn. I like to take my time. I like to truly like give enough time for me to get to know that person and just truly understand what I want from this person before I really invest. And I'm happy to say that now, but like a decade ago, I would say that's who I was. Like, I would typically, once I meet someone and I really vibe with them, like, trust was so easy for me to give. I would start sharing details of my life, like, because I felt like the vibes were right? But honestly, time will always be your best friend, because as much as a person can appear to be very friendly and very trusting, that's all appearance. With time, I find that you're able to observe a lot more about someone's character, and character that if their character does hold and it does stand the test of time, oftentimes it becomes easier for you to be friends with someone and to truly be like, hey, I'm comfortable here, and maybe share more, and maybe you're able to just have more fun without you always second guessing what to say, how to move, or anything like that. So going back to the question, what are some behaviors you expect from your friends? In the same breath, what are some behaviors you would not tolerate in friendships? Like, I always say have non-negotiables. For me, in my friendships, my non-negotiable is disrespect. You're allowed to be angry, you're allowed to be upset, but calling me out of my name, saying things that I've told you in confidence against me because you're mad, yeah, I don't handle those well, and it's a non-negotiable. Non-negotiable doesn't always mean that the minute you do it to me, I'm gonna cut you off and never talk to you again, but it can mean that I need to have a conversation, and depending how that conversation goes, whatever happens next happens, but I gotta make sure that I'm not being disrespected in my friendships. If you stumbled upon this video and you watched it this far, I just want to say thank you. I pray the Lord provides you with direction, love, and peace. And if after watching this video, there's anything about your friendship that you decided, hey, I want to think about, I want to make changes to, I want to add to, I hope that you're able to go on that journey knowing that you can do it and you are very much loved by me and Jesus, and you got this. And I'll see you in my next video because I have more coming on friendship. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.